Hi, boys and girls. It's Miss Janice, and welcome to Storytime. We have a summer program going on at the library, and there are some special guests coming to the library to do a show for you. And one of the persons that are coming is going to do some bubble activities. And so I picked this book first, Just Me in the Tub, because when I think of bubbles, I think of a nice tub and some bubbles inside the tub. And this book is written by Gina and Mercer Mayer. When I take a bath, there are lots of things that I have to do. First, I start to run the water in the tub. I like it to be nice and warm. Sometimes it takes a little while to get the water just right. Then I put in the bubble stuff. I have to be careful not to pour in too much. While the water is running, I get my towel and washcloth. I like big, fluffy towels. I get my pajamas too. I always look for clean ones. Then I take off my clothes and get into the tub. When the water is just deep enough, I turn it off. If I let the water run too much, it could splash on the floor. I always wash before I play in my bath. I start with my face, then I wash my hair and my feet and my hands, and I wash my arms and legs, and even in between my toes. I can't reach my back, so I use a brush for that. Then it's time to play with my toys. If I forget something, I never bother Mom. I just go and get it. I can't take my stuffed animals into the tub, but I bring them into the bathroom so that they won't feel left out. I like to play with my pirate ship in the tub. Sometimes my pirate ship is caught in a terrible storm and ends up stranded on a desert island. I have pots and pans to play with in the tub too. I like to make bubble cakes, but they don't taste good. I can make myself look like Santa Claus. I play in the tub until my mom says, "Time to come out now." I knew it was time because the water was getting cold. When I get out of the tub, I step on the bath mat so I won't splash water everywhere. Sometimes Mom comes in and helps me dry off. Then I put on my nice clean pajamas. I always remember to let the water drain out of the tub, but sometimes I forget about my toys. Then I wipe up the floor just in case I spilled a little, and I put my dirty clothes in the basket. Taking a bath can be a real job, but it always makes me feel warm and cozy. And that's the end of our story. Another person that's coming to the library is coming from an aquarium, and they are going to present a program for you. So I thought we would do this book also today. And this is called The Rainbow Fish, Marcus Pfister. A long way out in the deep blue sea, there lived a fish. Not just an ordinary fish, but the most beautiful fish in the entire ocean. His scales were every shade of blue and green and purple, with sparkling silver scales among them. The other fish were amazed at his beauty. They called him Rainbow Fish. "Come on, Rainbow Fish," they would call. "Come and play with us." But the Rainbow Fish would just glide past, proud and silent, letting his scales shimmer. One day, a little blue fish followed after him. "Rainbow Fish," he called, "wait for me. Please give me one of your shiny scales. They are so wonderful, and you have so many." "You want me to give one of my special scales? Who do you think you are?" cried the Rainbow Fish. "Get away from me." Shocked, the little blue fish swam away. He was so upset. He told all his friends what had happened. From then on, no one would have anything to do with the Rainbow Fish. They turned away from him, and he swam by. What good were the dazzling, shimmering scales with no one to admire them? Now he was the loneliest fish in the entire ocean. One day, he poured out his troubles to the starfish. "I really am beautiful. Why doesn't anybody like me?" "I can't answer that for you," said the starfish. "But if you go beyond the coral reef to a deep cave, you will find the wise octopus. Maybe she can help you." The Rainbow Fish found the cave. It was very dark inside, and he couldn't see anything. Then, suddenly, two eyes caught him in their glare, and the octopus emerged from the darkness. "I have been waiting for you," said the octopus with a deep voice. "The waves have told me your story. This is my advice. Give a glittering scale to each of the other fish. You will no longer be the most beautiful fish in the sea, but you will discover how to be happy." "I can't," the Rainbow Fish started to say, but the octopus had already disappeared into a dark cloud of ink. "Give away my scales? My beautiful, shiny scales? Never! How could I ever be happy without them?" Suddenly, he felt the light touch of a fin. The little blue fish was back. "Rainbow Fish, please don't be angry. I just want one little scale." The Rainbow Fish wavered. "Only one very, very small shimmering scale," he thought. "Well, maybe I won't miss just one." Carefully, the Rainbow Fish pulled out the smallest scale and gave it to the little fish. Thank you very much," the little blue fish bubbled playfully as he tucked the shiny scale in among his blue ones. A rather peculiar feeling came over the Rainbow Fish. For a long time, he watched the little blue fish swim back and forth with his new scale glittering in the water. The little blue fish whizzed through the ocean with his scale flashing, so it didn't take long before the Rainbow Fish was surrounded by the other fish. Everyone wanted a glittering scale. The Rainbow Fish shared his scales left and right, and the more he gave away, the more delighted he became. When the water around him filled with glimmering scales, he at last felt at home among the other fish. Finally, the rainbow fish had only one shiny scale left. His most prized possessions had been given away, yet he was very happy. "Come on, rainbow fish," they called. "Come and play with us." "Here I come," said the rainbow fish, and happy as a splash, he swam off to join his friends. And there he goes to join his friends to play. Okay, boys and girls, I have some crafts for you to try. The first one is from the first book, a tub with bubbles in it. And so here's the tub. And I have a little girl. And I have a little boy. And I have a rubber duck. So what I would like you to do is take the tub, and I want you to add some things to this picture. And you can put a rug down here at the bottom if you would like to. And you can put some things on the wall in the bathroom. And then I want you to color all of the things that I showed you, the little boy, the little girl, and the duck. And you can choose which one of these things you would like to put into the bathtub. After you're done doing that, I do have a towel in different colors in each packet. And I have some circles in the bag for your bubbles. And what you're going to do after you've colored these people and put a face on them, you're going to put glue on the back. And I do have a slit here in the tub, and you're going to add them to the tub. You can put both the boy and girl in there. You can just put the girl in. You can put the duck in, whichever ones you would like to put into the tub. And then after you have them in, you're going to add the circles. And I'll show you with mine. I just put the girl in and the duck, and then I added all the circles for the bubbles. And as you can see, I just put a rug down here, and then I put the towel there also. So that's your first craft. Okay, boys and girls, here's something for the next story that we read, The Rainbow Fish. This is going to be a mini aquarium or a fishbowl. And what I would like you to do is color it any way you would like to. Water is usually blue or like a greenish blue. And you can add things inside the fishbowl. Maybe you want to put some plants inside, some stones on the bottom, some seashells. And then after you're done decorating the bowl there, I do have 2 fish for you to color. Oh, I had this one upside down. There. I have 2 fish for you to color. This could be the rainbow fish, and this could be the little blue fish that came and asked rainbow fish for one of his scales. So you color those 2. And then what you're going to do is put glue on the back of them, and you're going to add them into your pitcher, into your aquarium. Then the last thing I have these little round circles. And these are going to be your bubbles. Fish need to have bubbles. Inside bubbles are some what you call oxygen that we breathe too. And they need to have oxygen also. And so what they do is they go to the bubbles and they suck out the oxygen in the bubbles. And here's how it might look when you're all done. I put sand down here at the bottom and the plants, and here are my 2 fish. I didn't make my fish like the fish in the story, but you can do that. And I added some seashells and a starfish, and then here are the bubbles. What I did was I put the stickers on, and then I traced outside around, and also in the middle here, I traced the middle so that it looked more like bubbles. Okay, I hope you have fun doing that activity. The next activity I have for you, I have these special fish and some other sea creatures. What they're called are scratch-off fish and sea creatures. And what you're going to do is, I have some of them will be black and some of them will be blue. The ones with the black that are black, I have this special little instrument that you can use to scratch the fish, but the blue one did not have any given to me. So I'm going to show you on the blue one what you can do. You can take a popsicle stick, you can take the top off of a pen, this part, or you can use a toothpick. And what you're going to do is, I started mine here. I'm going to use my popsicle stick first, and you just press down on it, and it shows some color underneath. I'm going to give this fish some stripes. And the blue will come off, so you just gently push it off, those blue pieces. I'm going to make sure that I give him an eye. So I'm going to give him an eye. I'm going to use the pen to show you the pen top so you can see what that looks like. And I'm going to give him a mouth. And as you can see, you're going to get a rainbow fish. And you can keep on going, and you can see that it's different colors underneath. It's nice if you don't take off all of the blue, or if you have the black one, that you don't take off all the black. You can make dots. You can give him dots. You can do whatever you want to. Put some squiggly lines on it. So enjoy making a special rainbow fish. Okay, boys and girls, the last thing I have for you to try are some experiments. I have these papers in your packets. The first one I have is how to make bubbles that don't pop. That means you're going to try to make your own bubble solutions. Normally, what you do is you get a bubble container like this, and inside there is, a wand. Let me see if I can't get it out there. There we go. And it looks something like this. And when you blow, you get your bubbles. It does have a circle. So what I want you to do is go through your house and find some things that have circles in them. Any size. I have this, and I have these things, and I have this. Because you're going to make your own solution. And so you're going to use water, and you're going to use dish liquid, and you're going to use something called corn syrup. Or there's another thing that you can use. It's called glycerin. And then if you have a pan similar to mine, you can put your solution in there, and then you can dip things in here, your items that you found with little circles in them, openings, and you're going to see which ones will make bubbles for you. And so you just dip it in and then wave it, and then you'll find out if you picked some good items in the house. All right, that's one thing to do. I want to let you know that the recipes are on the paper that I showed you. Okay, let me just move this off to the side here. The next thing I want you to try is get a plastic cup, and what you're going to do is put some of your homemade bubble solution up to about here. And I'm sorry, before you put the solution in, make a hole in the side of the cup and put a straw inside, and then put your solution in, and just go about up here. And then I want you to blow in here, and you'll have a bubble machine. The bubbles will blow up, they'll come up here, and they'll blow off the cup, and you'll have a bubble machine. Okay, that's another experiment I want you to try. The next thing is I want you to find two straws, and I want you to get yarn. And what you're going to do is measure the yarn by the straw, and you're going to measure one length and then keep on adding until you have a string that is about 6 times this size of a straw. And then what you're going to do is you're going to put the string through, or the yarn through the straw, and then you're going to go through the other one. And let me see if I can find my knot. I put a knot in, and then you put a knot in the string. And then what you're going to do is you're going to lay this into your homemade solution again. And you dip it in there, and then you lift it up, and you're going to hold it up like this and walk backwards, and you'll see a big balloon come out on this side when you walk backwards. So that's that experiment. The last one that I want you to try is you get a water bottle, empty water bottle, have mom or dad cut off the bottom. And it's best if it's a flimsy one and not a real hard, sturdy one. Then you're going to go hunting for a sock. And what we're going to do is we're going to put this sock over the water bottle. Let me get it up here. And you want it to be a little tight down here that it covers everything. And it helps if you fold this sock down like this. Like that. There. And it's pretty tight there at the bottom. Then what you're going to do is you're going to dip it in your solution, and then you're going to blow in this end, and you're going to blow, and this is what you might see. It's going to be a bubble snake come out of your bottle. Isn't that cool? Well, all of these activities that I just got done showing you are on these papers that are inside your packet. So I hope you have fun trying those things. Okay, I have 2 books that I would like you to check out sometime from the library. And these 2 books have some really good information in them about bubbles. This one is How to Make Bubbles. There is another bubble recipe in there. And this one will give you good information about what bubbles are all about. And those are some good books to look at. The last thing I have is your packets. The ladies at the front desk will be available to give you the packets, and inside you will find all of the items for the crafts. And you will also have the papers for the experiments of the bubbles. Now, I would like you to remember to go outside to do your experiments. Do not blow bubbles inside the house. Do them outside. I don't have any of those items. You'll have to go through your house and find the items that you need for the experiments. The last thing I have is, you've seen these papers. Here is your summer learning paper. And you can color in one of your spaces again since you listened to this video. And at the bottom, you can cross off another online program. Okay, and I want to tell you that this is our last story time for right now, because we want you to join us in the library for the different programs. So please watch the website, our library website, to see when Storytime will start up again. Okay, thank you very much for joining me, and I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you at the library. Bye.